Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to talk about the new DDD cards that were announced that are coming out in the OCG and coming out to the TCG eventually. I don't know when, but we're going to read through them. We're going to talk about how good they are and whether they will be played in the deck or not, and we're going to try to cook up a couple combos or a couple synergies with the existing DDD cards so that we can prepare to play these in our decks going forward. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and check them out. Alright, let's go ahead and check these cards out. There's two new cards. The first one is a Dark Fiend level 8 Pendulum Monster. This one is DD Count Surveyor. 2000 attack, 2000 defense. Its pendulum effect is that once per turn, if you pendulum summon a DDD monster, you can target 3 monsters your opponent controls with the same type or attribute as each other. Tribute 2 of those face-up monsters, and if you do, the other gains attack and defense equal to the total attack and defense of the tributed monsters on the field. Okay, this pendulum effect is not good because it's never going to be relevant. Very rarely will your opponent have 3 monsters with the same type and attribute sitting on their field. So, yeah, that's really not going to go through. And how you never pendulum summon a DDD monster either. You always pendulum summon DD monsters. You don't really pendulum summon the big ones. So this is almost never going to come up, and it's not relevant at all. Let's move down to the monster effect. You can only use the first and second monster effect of this card's name each once per turn. Number 1, you can discard one other DD monster. Special summon this card from your hand. Okay, an extender. We'll take that. We're pretty limited on extenders. All we have is Griffin and Lamia, basically, as extenders from hand. Number 2, if this card is normal or a special summon, you can add one DD monster with 0 attack or defense from your deck to your hand. Okay, so this is actually a pretty strong card. It can search Kepler, it can search Copernicus, and it can search DDD Go Zero King Rage. And I don't know if there's any other that are played with 0 attack or defense, but I'll look into that in a second. But this is kind of nice. It's a starter, essentially. You know, you can get rid of a brick, and it synergizes with a couple cards like your the ones that fuse from the graveyard, like Vice Typhon and Necro Slime, and to an extent, Swirl Slime is a decent discard as well. And sometimes Griffin is a good discard because you need to get that into the graveyard. So this is an interesting card. I do like it. It's a starter. So I think this is going to be quality. At the very least, this is going to replace Piri Race Map. Because I would rather do this than pay half my life points. So yeah. Alright. Let's go ahead and check out the next card. This one is DD Scale Surveyor. This is a level 2. Pendulum, 0 attack, 1000 defense. Okay, so this one is another target that's searchable by the Count Surveyor that we just read. Okay, Pendulum effect. You can only use the Pendulum effect of this card's name once per turn. During the standby phase, you can target up to 2 cards in the Pendulum zone. Their pen scales become 0 until the end of this turn. Okay. I'm not sure why that would be relevant, unless you are trying to affect your opponent's scales. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any applicability of that particular effect. There's also your effects of Kepler and Copernicus that, like, make their scales come in and then destroy all your monsters, so you can avoid that with this card. So, I don't know. This doesn't seem that great. On to the monster effect. You can only use the first, second, and third monster effect of this card's name each once per turn. Number 1, if you control a DD Pendulum monster card, you can special this card from your hand. Okay, good. It's an extender. Number 2, if this card is normal or a special summon, you can make its level become 4. That's good. We always need the level 4s to go into our rank 4 plays. And this also, we also need level 4s to get into Siegfried. For a synchro. Is this a tuner? This is not a tuner. Okay. Number 3, if this card is sent to the graveyard or added to the extra deck face up, you can target one DD Pendulum monster card you control, return it to the hand. Okay, so it can clear something out of your scale. you can target a pendulum monster card in your pendulum scale that's placed as a spell. You can target that, I'm pretty sure, with this effect. So you can bounce pendulum cards from your scale to your hand. That's kind of nice when you like scale something with Gilgamesh. You pendulum summon this guy out, overlay it, send it to the graveyard by like linking off that rank 4 or whatever, and then you can add whatever you scaled back to your hand. So that's actually kind of nice. That's something you can cook with, I think. Okay, so those are the 2 cards. There's nothing else here. Alright, so let's take a look. So both of these are extenders. The Count Surveyor is a starter and an extender. This one is a better extender because it's level 4, effectively. Their pendulum scales both are irrelevant. Yeah. Alright, so at a high level, I like these cards. They're more tools, and they will be played. They're better than existing cards that we have to play in DDD, so I think they make the deck better. That being said, they don't fix the deck's problems, which are Gilgamesh's weakness to negation, and the end board being pretty, like, inflexible. Like, they don't add anything to your end board or make your end board any different. You still would end on the same pieces, right? You're still trying to end on Caesar, Machanex, Siegfried, and Headhunt. And these don't really make any different end board pieces more possible. Maybe like the level 8 makes Kali Yuga more possible, but I don't play the Kali Yuga build, so I don't really know what you're doing with that. And I don't know if maybe there's some weird tools that I've never seen played in DDD that are better now. But yeah. Okay, let's talk about it in DB. First of all, let's talk about Count Surveyor. This would replace Piri Reis Mat for sure. Because this card is so inhibitive. Paying 4,000 life. And then, like, if you have a starter already plus Piri Map, then Piri Map is kind of dead. Or you have to use it to pay 1,000 life to just get another starter that you don't need. So that's kind of lousy. So I would much rather play Count Surveyor. Piri Map does search this, but you don't want to normal summon this, so that's not good. Let me see. Also, I feel like playing this gets rid of the need to play DD Cerberus, but maybe not. Like, I think your Kepler 1-card combo, if you want to do the 1-card combo, still needs Cerberus. What Scale Surveyor does for you, though, is it's an extender that will let you full combo if one of your starters gets interrupted. If they stop your Kepler, special summoning Scale Surveyor will get you to the same place, essentially. And then if they stop your Copernicus, specialing Scale Surveyor will definitely get you to the same place. So that's good. Count Surveyor, like, I'm trying to figure out how we can do something more than what we already do. So let's go ahead and go into the like solo mode here. And okay, I want to grab, so the first combo that I can think of that is actually kind of, or not combo, but synergy, actually uses Ragnarok. So maybe we can like play more Ragnaroks now. Because if we have Count Surveyor and Ragnarok here, and I'm not saying we're playing one each of these, I just want to have them in the deck list. So if we can like scale Ragnarok, and then we activate Count Surveyor here by like special summon this guy by discarding whatever, like Griffin. Ragnarok can trigger right away. We can go like Count Surveyor 1, Ragnarok 2, and then special this back. And then this guy will search us. What will it search us? It'll search us like Kepler probably. Now we can normal summon Kepler, activate effect. Get us the contract. From here we can activate contract. And then we would want to grab Cerberus, or Orthros, I mean. Let's just say I grab this Orthros. We can spell trap that. We can use its effect. Just not to grave, to extra deck. We're gonna pop itself and Ragnarok to clear our scales. Now we can. Oh jeez, these go to extra deck too. I don't play Pendulum decks on DB. And now we can go into the Gilgamesh. And now Gilgamesh can resolve and place scales here. Yeah. But like, was it smart to clear our own scales? Like we had a 3 and a 5 scale. Yeah, we kind of needed to do that. Like, I'm thinking maybe like if we can leave our scales and then special out the Gilgamesh later in the combo and place new scales, that'd be interesting. But anyway, now we can go ahead and like use this guy. Oh man, it's probably better to link off the Griffin instead of this guy. Maybe, doesn't matter. Okay, now we're gonna scale up with. We can scale with Thomas for sure. And maybe like Cope. Zero King Rage. We need a low scale. We can do the other Orthros. Sure, why not? Okay, and then we can Pendulum. We have 2 4s. Here we go, and that's all we can do between 3 and 6, right? And now we have combo. But like, what are we gonna do with this Count Surveyor, right? Like, not a whole lot. Did we search? Yeah, we searched with this thing. So, I mean, it's whatever. It didn't really do much for us. Like, if we didn't have that Ragnarok... Oh, I forgot to search with the Griffin. Way back in the beginning. Search the Headhunt, of course. So yeah, I'm not really seeing what exactly we're getting extra out of having that Surveyor plus Ragnarok combo. I just wish we could play Ragnarok more. I think this card is awesome. Like, is there a way we can start like summoning this guy? Maybe we can scale like something bigger, like the new guy. I don't know. Let's reset real fast. And then you can bounce stuff to the hand. When would you want to bounce stuff to the hand? This will make it easier, I think, to summon Siegfried in your combo. Because a lot of times your scales are going to be Rag plus Orthros. And you need to get that Orthros to your hand so you can summon it when you take life point damage. So whenever we have this guy, after we've Pendulum summoned, like, say this is what our board looks like. it's like this. This is usually where our like combo will get us to, is something like this, and then we've already pendulum summoned. We're gonna overlay this guy, and then we can detach Scale Surveyor, and then this will add our Orthros to hand. And then whenever we take life point damage, which will be if we use Ragnarok like later, we can use Ragnarok to bring something back. Then we are going to be able to summon the Orthros. And it was always a problem getting the Orthros to the board if you don't open like multiple ways to it, or if you don't like open it at all. So that, okay, this card actually does help you get Orthros to your board, because ending on Siegfried was kind of difficult a lot of times. But now we can actually search the Orthros to get the Orthros to our hand a lot better. Okay, I'm happy with that result. Can that help us make like what level is our new guy? Count Surveyor's an 8. Right? Let me just see this guy. Cause is there, oh man, I wish this guy was a tuner. We would be in business. Or I wish this guy could search our tuner, Orthros. Is there a tuner DDD with 0 attack or defense? DD monster tuner. Where is it in here? Okay, we have Ghost, nope. Lamia, nope. Night Howl, nope. Orthros, nope. That's a bummer, dude. If this guy could search a tuner, we wouldn't be locked to DDs yet, and we could actually try to make something cool. That's lousy. I hope they give us a tuner with 0 attack or defense. Oh, I also wanted to note that there is a card that searches searches level 8 Dark Fiends. Or maybe it's any level 8 Fiend. I forget what it is. It's one of the like Dark Necrofear cards. Dark Spirit, this one. Discard 1 card, add 1 Destiny board or 1 level 8 Fiend monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Okay, I didn't realize it cost a discard. That's not as good. But this card can search Count Surveyor, and it can search Ragnarok. Vice Typhon's a 7. So I think it's just these 2 cards that are normally played, of the ones that are normally played. So that's something to keep in mind, but unless this combo like goes nuts somehow that I don't realize, I don't think it's worth. What else? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, let me up there. Let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna keep working on cooking. But for this video, I think that's going to wrap it up. My thoughts on these cards. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Or if you have any like thoughts on how these cards can make your combo different. You know, or like make it more resilient. Like the only way to make your Gilgamesh less immune to Imperm is by summoning Siegfried early or by summoning Hiking Genghis early. And these cards don't really get you there in particular. Like you have to have this plus like Vice Typhon, or this plus Necro Slime, but you're not going to start playing multiples of all those just for that weird combo. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. See you soon.